Welcome, people of the internet. This is Geek Rating Review, where we talk about everything geek culture and geek related. My name is Jean-Marc, and I talk.
My name's Nick. We talk about food, too.
I was born on Jean-Marc because I'm his littlest brother, David.
Woo! Yeah!
Ah,
It is time to drink for this podcast with me and David and Nick. Yeah, alcohol.
and alcohol.
Ready? David, where's your alcohol?
Yeah.
David, where's your alcohol? All right.
Right here.
Clink.
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 Nick, is that the same bottle from it? No, you finished that bottle. Never mind.
No, are you talking to
This is a
Nick?
new bottle.
Oh, that is a new bottle. Good.
Are we saying what we're drinking?
We can.
I've been drinking the
What
same
we
thing for
normally do.
the
I'm
last 5
drinking
months.
Don Murdadas again. 10-year cast.
Bayou rum, Gator Bite.
Drink.
Satsuma rum.
I'm drinking another Moscato. I don't know if it's the same as the last time. This one's mango strawberry.
Oh,
It is
that
delicious.
sounds sweet.
Sweet as heck.
You ready for an awesome joke? All right, just
What's
sitting
that?
down.
I don't think I
David,
am.
hey, David, you got to get a Moscata here. David's not laughing like it got me in disappointment. Maybe he actually will get Moscata here. He might actually walk out on this podcast because of that terrible thing I just said.
I usually have video games behind me. I have diaper boxes.
Nick has changed rooms.
Change your face.
Yeah. He's living his real life, not his gamer life. Video game and diapers should be a name of a podcast.
I like my dynamic because I have Marvel. You can barely see the
David,
office.
that Thanos glove still looks like someone's throat, like an X-ray of someone's throat.
Yeah,
Or
it
something
looks like an
like-
anatomy drawing.
Yeah, anatomy drawing of someone's throat. But hey, cool
It's
Thanos
Dallas
thing.
office. Oh, and the Saints over there.
No,
You
they
can't really
there's no
tell,
football
right?
right now.
Not at all.
No, they're not. There's no football. So,
R.I.P. Sports.
right? I watched a documentary about that football player.
How
Whatever.
did you?
And it
Hernandez?
made me not want to like football more than I already don't like football. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm done.
It made me hate the Patriots even more.
Yeah,
Oh,
that dude was
but-
a powder keg, like just waiting for a spark.
But yeah. All right, let's
Like,
before we
whatever.
whatever. I also started that Getting Away with a Drug Scandal documentary. That was pretty good. It's not as they don't have as much archival footage, so they have to make their own, which is interesting. But it's it's like, oh, there's police and it's corruption. All right, or not police necessarily, but in the system of whatever. That's like every crime documentary. Oh, there's corruption. That's why they're whatever.
Martin,
Right.
Ginger Mouth,
Yeah,
are you doing this because you watched the Tiger King?
we're not talking about Tiger King.
I'm not.
No,
I'm just
we
saying,
can't. We
'cause
might
it's
talk
David
about him in our
Black
next
King
podcast, but we're not doing it now because that's going to be too
No.
long of a conversation.
I'm saying I watched Tiger King, and now I've watched 3 other Netflix documentaries.
Maybe we should just make this a documentary podcast. Talking
I
about
watched the Ted
that.
Bundy one and Aaron Hernandez one. I'm on another. I don't even remember what the other one I'm watching is. It's not as interesting. But
Oh man, I know this is we're not getting on topic yet, but I watched the best worst movie that is free on Amazon right now, and I said, "Oh, the cover looks good." And then when I started it, the Blumhouse logo came up, and I was like, and then it had like this British logo come up, and I was like, okay, maybe they'll balance each other out. And it is terrible, and it's called Prey.
like
not-
Prey or like
No,
Prey.
Prey like a monster. And it made me unintentionally laugh a lot. So if you want a bad movie that it's confusing in the directing, in the editing, in the acting, but it is filmed in Malaysia, which is shocking that they got this really good location to shoot in whenever they're not shooting behind blue screens sometimes.
I can't hear the name Malaysia and not think of Zoolander.
Oh, also on Hulu they have Death Bell. You'll need to go watch that. I mentioned it on here before, but it is such a good movie.
Another
Yes.
good movie on Amazon. It's intentionally bad. It's going for like Disco Godfather, The Room, all that stuff level of bad. It's called Velocipaster.
Oh, Velocipaster.
Yeah, I've seen the thumbnail for it.
Yes. Have you so you watched it?
Yes, it was so good. It made me laugh so hard.
So there's something called Master Pancake in Austin, Texas, and what they do is make fun of B films, and they have something called Choose Your Own Pancake, where people line up with a movie in their hand and they argue which movie we watch, and then they make fun of it live, like Mystery Science Theater. And one of the guys gave a very impassionate speech about Velocipaster. And we came very close to watching Velocipaster. Instead, we watched a James Bond movie. I think it was Octo P-Word that we ended up watching. Yeah. And it was Dong. It was great. It was a great movie. And I watched it with the mad scientist from Mystery Science Theater, and that was great. Anyway, yeah. So, topic that is on here, and we have on the description, and we haven't even talked about it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Don't say it.
Oh. Why?
I think this. All right. Let me just say this at first.
I was going to insert an audio.
Before that audio clip comes in, it's something that me, Nick, and David have all dealt with, and it's violent diarrhea. We all love Taco Bell, and the consequences are bloody, smelly, horrendously gut-punching diarrhea.
Napalm death.
Wow.
Oh,
it's so nice.
What a pleasing tune.
Terrible audio quality coming out of that. Relaxing.
I know. I just had it right in front of me, so I wanted to do that.
I think we talked at like the Nintendo Treehouse came out where they first brought up Animal Crossing, and that was the tune. Mm-hmm. And I told you guys that tune is what made me want to play it again, because I hadn't played one since the GameCube version. I didn't pick up the Wii one. Yeah, I never got the 3DS one.
Yeah,
but man, I heard that music and I was like, yes, count me in.
But what's funny about the last time, me and David were so ready to talk about it, and you're like, I don't know anything about it, and we had to just stop. It like hitting a brick wall of excitement, and then we can't talk about it.
Yep.
But that was a good thing, because now we've played it, and we have thoughts on what we have played on the video game. I'm Pert Hat.
Yes.
That's it. Marks
who wants to go first? I only have 2 complaints.
Oh!
I ramble about what I've been doing.
He wants to start with complaints. That's
yeah, we could get the complaints out of the way. And then
major complaint I don't have, because I don't have the issue y'all have. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. The first complaint, that stupid Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I hate him so much.
Yes.
That's a small gripe. It's only
that's
an
days. Easy fix. You can just time travel.
Yeah, I try not to.
Yeah, I'm also not time traveling, but it'll be gone eventually. And then this summer, elf is going to show up or something. The summer shark or something.
Yeah, the main complaint that I have is the fish guy showed up.
Okay.
So in order to start selling him the fish at double the value, you have to do a task for him. So my task was catch 5 big fish in a row. So I caught 3, and then I caught an egg.
Oh no!
Which shouldn't be a detriment to me because the fishing is random, but it reset the counter, so I had to start back at 1. And then I caught 4, and then caught another egg, and I wanted to crack my Switch controller in half. But other than that, it's a gripe, but I wish it was a toggle. You don't want to participate in the seasonal events?
Yes.
You don't have to.
Yeah, they should limit the amount of eggs you get substantially.
Or have it at a time of day.
Yeah.
Not in
the morning.
Weeks, or not even 2 weeks. It's 1 week, I think. But still,
yeah, it's 10 days.
I have a gripe about the game that doesn't have to do, unless Nick isn't done yet.
Well, yeah, everybody hates Zipper.
Yeah.
Everybody hates him. So
Wait, the what?
His name's Zipper.
Who's
Is
that?
that his name?
The bunny.
Oh, that's his name. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Okay. I thought that was the pelican's name that gets washed up on the shore.
No.
I don't hate him. I think he's okay. He got me a cool hat.
Yeah.
Go
He's
over.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did y'all get a ghost yet?
Nope.
Yeah, multiple.
I got it last night.
I don't play at night, apparently. I play in the afternoon, and then I'm done.
You'll never catch a football fish.
Yeah. So I have a gripe that I want to talk about.
Okay.
It's a great game, but my problem is I feel like I don't have enough to do. In the way that whenever, like my day starts, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to check my island, then I'm going to sell everything, and then I'm going to check another island, and then I'm going to sell everything.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Can I tell you what I told my wife?
What?
I bought New Leaf for my wife,
All
and she
right.
completely bounced off of it.
Oh.
She's like, I don't know what to do. So I have nothing to do. I don't know what to do. So I was like, well, just start over and take the game as it comes. So this one comes in, and this is going to lead into my second complaint.
Okay.
This game comes in, and she starts playing it, and somehow it just clicks. Where the game, it's not a normal game. You do what you want.
Yeah.
You take it, like if you want to go and forage, do that, sell it. If you want to make an orchard for something,
Mm-hmm.
you can do it. I have a cherry orchard, I have a bamboo orchard, and I have beaches loaded with coconuts because I felt like doing that. You want to do projects, you can build bridges. They can be fancy bridges, they can be regular log bridges. You take it as it comes. You do it at your own pace.
Okay.
And like I already have 3 bridges, and I'm on the 4th upgrade on my house. I've only time traveled once. So now that she started playing it, she's like, that finally clicked on this version. She's gone back to New Leaf. She's figured it out. Like, oh, this is what I do. This is why I do it. And now she gets it and she loves it.
Okay. So what's your gripe?
One Taco Bell ding, one mother island.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Dude,
I forgot about that.
I have me, my wife, and my oldest daughter. We have to share the resources on one island.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
So if my daughter plays in the morning and I want to play after her, she's done picked all the cherries, all the pears, all the coconuts. She's chopped all the wood. She's dug up all the fossils. You have to micromanage that. You have to say, hey, I need to do something, so don't grab this. Or I'm trying to upgrade my house, so let me plant the money tree here. You know, you have to coordinate your goals with other people instead of just having
Your
one
own
island per
way.
player. We have one island per switch.
Or do something crazy like you get to play on this day, and then you get to play on this day, and then I get to play on the third day,
Right.
which is like crazy because you can't collect your Nook miles that way. It's just
Right.
And at first I didn't like it, but with just 2 people, me and my wife, it's working out.
I think that would be fine.
Yeah. If it was just 2 people, one island, I get that. But God, I couldn't imagine that many people. Like, because sometimes I just want to play, and I'm like, and we're able to be in a functional relationship and not yell at each other and be able to share the Switch and the game. But because we just play at different times of the day. But that brings me to my gripe, which is not just the fact that you have one island, but you only have one option to go out of that island. You only have the Nook ticket, technically. Like, I wish you could pay more Nook points to get a even bigger island with more resources on it. But instead, you're stuck to the small island with this set amount of resources that changes. It changes a little bit. Like, one time I went to one that had nothing but bamboo on it, and that was awesome. I made a bunch of money off of that one. But otherwise, it's just, I just need, like, I would go to multiple. I went to 3 islands in one day because that's how bored I was. I was like, I just need to go, like, suck up resources. And then I was like, well, that was kind of the same thing 3 times. And I was like, I wish they had more variety in the islands that you could fly off to. Because even if you're sharing with that many people, that would be a bigger appeal to go to a bigger island or to go to a... David, what are you doing?
Hi, David.
David just like...
I'm right here. I'm just grabbing some dates.
Okay. That was alarming.
I realized how much I've been drinking, and I fell.
You just completely checked out of the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right here. I'm listening.
All right.
Like, your complaint is completely valid, but
Yeah.
and that's exactly why I did what I did. I did a cherry orchard. Hey, I stumbled upon some cherries. My native fruit is pears.
Yeah, mine is too.
I was like,
I have yet to find a deserted island that has anything other than my native plant.
Yeah.
and that's part of the problem too. Like, there needs to be like a random number generator that has a little bit better of a chance to go and get something else. That's why we need to connect.
Yeah.
We need to connect in the game so we can swap fruits.
Yeah, 'cause we stole a bunch from David, but we don't have cherries yet. That's the one thing we don't have.
I have cherries on my island.
I
Yeah.
have pears, peaches, and oranges.
Oh, yeah, we stole those from you. So we have the same on
Yeah.
ours.
I
Oh, we also have
bamboo,
apples,
cherries.
by the way. We have apples as well.
Yeah, I have bamboo, cherries, and pears.
I have a gripe.
All right,
Okay.
David, what's your gaming gripe on?
My main gripe is because I don't share. My fiance does not play video games, so it's not a problem.
Kill yourself.
Fiance.
My problem is they make you recruit someone, whoever it is that shows up at one point. They're like, recruit this person.
Mm-hmm.
It has been one of my least favorite characters I've ever encountered in Animal Crossing history. And I had no option. I had to recruit him. The process of getting rid of someone on your island is excruciating.
Oh.
It takes weeks sometimes to get rid of a person off your island. You have to hate them, you have to be rude to them, and you have to complain about them to Isabel. You have to basically be a D-bag to get someone off your island. And I don't like that, because I'm not being a D-bag, I don't want that particular person on my island. So, that's my only complaint. It's a lot of effort to just say, hey, I don't want you.
Which person? Which one is it?
I don't know. He's like Wilson or something. He's like a English duck, and I don't like him.
Wait, does he have a long beak or?
No, he's just like a green British duck, and he's like. And then, right when I was trying to get rid of him, one of my other random, I already had a duck, and the other duck was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm leaving." Like, so,
And you were good with that duck.
yeah, I was good with that duck. I liked that duck. So I was not happy. We had 2 bears and 2 ducks on the same island, and I have 5 people.
Oh.
I have
Don't lose the bears.
I have Tank the Rhino. I have Bricolo the mouse.
Is that a pink mouse?
I have, huh?
Is it a pink mouse?
No, blue mouse.
Oh.
He was in the other games. As Pashmina the goat, Tammy the lemur,
Oh.
and a cow. I can't remember her name.
Melissa.
No.
No.
Oh.
And then I have the Able Sisters shop, and then Isabel, and
Does the Nook's Cranny get any bigger? I mean, isn't it supposed to at some point, right?
I think so.
The what?
The Nook's Cranny, the
Yeah,
store.
I think it does later.
Because I remember in City Life, that place turned into a supermarket.
yeah,
And I'm like, where's that at? You know, like, I want my supermarket now.
You gotta develop your island.
Well, what's crazy is I'm not even doing any of that stuff. Or my wife is doing all that. And it's just like, I just come, like, everything that I've gotten is given to me by either David or my wife. Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do any of the stuff.
I brought him a ladder.
Yes, and my wife built me the pole.
I am like this giant deity living on my island that just is offering things to my daughter and wife. Like, oh, you need a metal axe? Here's a metal axe. I'll leave it at your front door. Oh, you like that couch? Here's this couch that I'll spend 9,000 bells on.
You don't send them. You don't send them love letters.
I just send them gift. No. Like they see something on my island or they see something in my house. They're like, ooh, like you want it? Yeah. So I got to go buy it or make it and give it to them.
So here's my question. Because I do my thing, I do my island, go to another island, and then I'm done basically, unless there's something I want to build that adds to my town or whatever. What do y'all do to fill in the time? Like, what do y'all do?
The miles challenges.
That's it?
I love doing those, like doing the miles stuff. I like fishing. I like filling up the museum. I like catching bugs. Trying to find the more rare stuff, trying to find the more valuable stuff, trying to figure out what time of day the more rare stuff does, like what kind of flowers to plant to get the rare butterflies.
Oh.
It's a very deep system. I planted like these 2 rows of wildflowers, and for about 30 minutes yesterday afternoon, we caught probably 20 peacock butterflies.
Wow.
Which sell for 2,200 bells a piece.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my problem. I don't care about flowers or fishing.
Neither do I. But if you do it at night, you'll catch the more rare stuff, the more valuable stuff. Like fossils, man. If you start filling up that museum with fossils, and then you start uncovering fossils that you've already brought.
That's true. I did that a little bit.
In my game, I played it for a week the way you're supposed to. And I hit a point where I was like, all I'm doing is projects. That wasn't all I was doing. What I was focusing on was projects. Not paying my house off. Not even progressing the story, honestly. Just building inclines and building bridges. So at that point, I was like, you know what? For the way I play this game, time jumping is going to be the most enjoyable way for me to play it. So I'm not doing it to cheat, but just to continue to develop my town in the way I want to.
Right. The only reason, the one time that I did time travel was because my house expansion was going to take 2 days, and I had 300,000 bells in the bank.
Dang.
So I had literally nothing else to do because
Wow.
the bridge projects weren't going to come up until my house was completely done.
Wow.
So I time traveled 2 days, finished my house, set the clock back, and then did the bridge projects, and then let that happen naturally.
I have 5 bridges and 5 inclines. I'm good, I think.
5 what? Bright bridges and 5 what?
Inclines.
Like,
so they go up to the higher sections of the town.
Oh, so you actually hit that. We're not even at that point in our game yet. I don't even know how to get
the bridges and the inclines come simultaneously.
You have to do it at whenever the residency authority is complete.
So I can put inclines in now?
Yeah, when you go, let's talk about infrastructure. You go bridges and inclines, and then you can say, I want to build a bridge or I want to build an incline.
Oh, I didn't know that. That would make my life easier.
So, yeah.
Well, I haven't built any
but
bridges
be prepared
yet,
to pay for the whole thing yourself, though.
Yeah, the cheapest one is 98,000 bells. So yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into building all that.
Well, I've been mainly focusing on my house because my wife's been doing all the bridges. So, but she's played more than me.
I'm turning my bedroom into a recording studio. I have like a guitar and like a pedal board.
Get that record player in there too.
Well, I have a reel-to-reel tape recorder.
Oh yeah. I think I have one of those. Yeah. I'm not a recorder. I have the.
Oh yeah.
We should visit each other's houses. We should.
Yes, we should.
I don't know. We should have. Man, I wish I knew how to stream better.
I play my house out very well. My living room's like a workspace for me and my fiance who doesn't play the game.
Wait, is your fiance playing it?
No, she's not.
Why not?
I don't know.
I think this game would be up her alley.
I told her she should. I told her I thought she would like it. She's been busy with school.
That is always her excuse for everything in history.
I mean, a PhD program is a little time consuming.
Oh, David. Calm down.
I picked a bad spot to sit in my room because, like, I can't eat that on the stream.
Oh, dill flavored
Sunflower
Dill
seeds.
pickle sunflower seeds, man. Things are good.
I want to go on a road trip and just get a big bag of sunflower seeds in a cup. And that'll be all I need.
You gotta dump that cup every day because the thing starts stinking.
Absolutely. I used to do fast food cups when I worked in Austin and had a driving job. Every time I go to a new fast food restaurant, I throw the old one away and use the new one.
That's the fattest thing I've ever heard.
Every day, Jamal. It was twice. No, it was more than twice a week. But in my town, today, literally, I was like, okay, I need to start reorganizing the outdoors. So I have like a section that's just like a pool and like all kind of like little knickknacks around it. I have a section where in the upper parts where like it's just a bunch of cedar trees. There's like a little tulip garden I started.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've been working on, which Shamak has seen the beginnings of it, was I have the highest ridge, one of my 2 highest ridges. I have a little bamboo forest going.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
There's a bunch of little projects I'm working on that I like. And the thing is, like, I'm not married to any of these things, except the bamboo one. I'm not really married to any of these projects. It's just something fun to, like, make my town look prettier. And I think that's the whole point.
That's something I've started doing recently as well. That helps.
Do whatever the heck you like, and if you enjoy doing it, that's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, it's form and function because like it looks aesthetically pleasing, and then all the foreign fruits and like bamboo shoots, they're $250 a piece. Yeah, like coconuts, cherries, like anything that's not native to your island, it sells for $250 a piece.
I didn't know the bamboo was that expensive, or else I would have been.
Oh yeah, I made a lot of.
No, the shoots, like the ones you dig up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're $250 a piece.
I'm still expanding my forest, so it's going to be a while before I start selling them.
I actually made a Zen fountain garden place that basically was on the Nook Miles thing. I was like, I'll take that, and that, and I'm going to build it up on a ridge, and it's surrounded by those pine trees or whatever. It's amazing. But the more I think about it, I think bamboo would look better around it, but it's really cool. And that's...
Like, I have, like, the highest point on the island is, like, my cherry orchard. It's just the cherry trees.
Oh, man.
And then at another back part is all like the bamboo orchard.
Stalks or whatever. Yeah.
And then I have an upland stream that I don't know how I'm gonna do them yet, but like once I get my next fruit tree, they're gonna go around that stream in like a U shape. Or I might terraform that and make the whole thing flat.
So can y'all terraform now too?
I'm not there yet. I'm
not yet.
Go further than me, I think, as far as...
I can't do it yet, but I'm not far.
That's what I want. So I wish you could even, like, make your island bigger. If that's possible, then I'm expanding. I'm expanding outward big time. But I don't know if you can.
I would be progressing in the story more, but I'm trying to get rid of Coulson so bad.
I have done 0 story things. My wife has done all of them. So I don't... That's another, I guess, bad thing about having to share an island is that I'm not really taking part in any story stuff other than right at the beginning, like you're supposed to.
Not taking any responsibility for your...
Kind of like our marriage. It's really nice. I'm going to go take a nap now.
See, like, the way we have it set up, it's like our houses are all in a line, like it's like a neighborhood, and then we have like rows of flowers going up to the doors, and then there's like a little pool area with a bunch of tacky around it because it's a pool area, and then like another little flower garden by there, and then our houses are like right next to Nook's Cranny.
Yeah,
I can go shop or go sell and then go craft, like immediately go into my house and craft.
Do you have random craft stations around your island? Because that's what I did.
No. No. We each have our own little craft stations in our houses. I got a gift. It was a cute DIY craft table. It's just a really big craft table, but it's pink and white. And my daughter was like, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." It wouldn't have fit aesthetically in my house because I couldn't change the color.
Yeah.
I do like
So
that.
she's got it.
I like being able to change the colors. It was easily the most customizable game of any Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And I like the mix of putting stuff outside your house and inside. Because I didn't even think about that until I visited David's Island, and he did this, like, outdoor trash heap. I only call it that because I don't like the tires. I think tires outside is like, oh yeah, I'm back in Louisiana again, you know.
Yeah, like we have a swing, a barbecue pit, a brick oven.
Ooh,
like an outdoor brick oven.
Have y'all put down a fountain in y'all place yet?
No, like we did the pool. I'm gonna do a lighthouse.
I did the lighthouse at night. It lights up. It's awesome. I love it. But I think the perfect place for the fountain where I put it was right in front of the museum. This classes it up a lot. Perfect. Because I wanted to put it in town square, but you can't. Can't
well,
put
I think
anything.
in New Leaf, like the town square was a big fountain, right?
Yeah, and that's yeah.
That's why I think that resident association is going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Because right now it looks like a 1980s detective office.
Yeah.
Today I bought a bunch of like customizing stuff. So I bought like fences, a bunch of things for me to build to put around the island.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to do those things. And I kind of want to wait for y'all to come to my island until I'm done. It won't take me long to do any of it. I just need to do it. Because I have so many crafting materials in my house. With a bench in my house. That way I don't have to go in and out of my house to craft stuff.
Maybe we should meet up next weekend. We should have the week to get our places how we want them. And then,
yeah, I'm planning on, like, after I go get those groceries, I'm planning. Like,
I probably will
the kids, the wife, everybody's getting off.
It'll take me like 2 hours to do all those things I want to do at the most. Like, I don't think it'll take me long.
To me, it depends on what I watch when I'm eating McDonald's for lunch today.
Oh my God, dude! Yesterday, either my wife or me were flipping through Facebook, and there was a Burger King family bundle.
Oh.
It was 3 Whoppers, 3 double cheeseburgers, and 3 small fries for $13.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Not bad.
We have a Whopper and a double cheeseburger left over.
Ooh.
I'm sure.
Like, and it was $13.
Mm-mm-mm.
And like, whenever I went through the drive-through, like there was a lady in front of me, and remember the old like really thin cafeteria lady gloves?
Yeah.
They were like flat. She took the lady's money, gave her change, and then changed the gloves.
Wow.
And then took my debit card. Like they were doing it like super safe.
Yeah. They actually,
I was very impressed.
At the McDonald's I go to, there is a screen in front of where they open up, like where the drive-through window is. There's like a screen in front of it, like a plastic screen, to where we don't spit on each other.
I think
they had that at the gas station.
Yeah. Oh, you can't go in the gas station, or
but you can go in the gas station, but there's like Romex hanging from the ceiling.
Oh yeah. We'll have those here too. Yeah.
I think starting tomorrow, people are supposed to be wearing masks.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm on office and everything now, but I don't want to, because I have to go help at the financial institution I work at. I have to go help the tellers, and I wear gloves when I do it, but I don't want to have to wear a mask because for whatever reason with my asthma, it just gets really bad not having the breathing mechanism. So I don't know how well that's going to work for me personally, but I heard, I don't know if it's 100% sure, but I heard that's a mandate that's coming soon.
Are you going to make one, or are you going to, because I don't think you'll be able to buy any. I mean,
no, you'll be able to buy any.
You're going to have to like find a bandana and do
work
it
as well when it comes to the specific disease that's got us all in lockdown. So I don't know.
I might cut all of that out.
Don't shave. David, don't shave.
Yeah,
if you're going to wear a mask, don't shave.
Yeah.
Because it's going to rub your face raw.
I didn't think about that.
But then the disease might get on my facial hair.
Yeah, just wash your face. So we did say that we weren't going to talk about Corona before this, and now
we got to it, I guess.
Yeah. I might cut this out. We'll see. I
think in the annals of history, like Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and COVID-19 are going to go hand in hand because
That's true.
I've told you guys that this game has, I mean, I'll say it, I don't care, the whole world knows now. I am recovering from it. I had it, I made it, it was the worst 10 days of my life, but I did it. And I don't think I would be as sane as I am right now without Animal Crossing. Because everybody knows that Doom Eternal came out on the same day.
Yeah.
And I was in so much pain that I could not play that game.
Wow.
My hands still hurt. I like that twitchy, tense, and like crazy gameplay. I couldn't do it. I played an hour and a half, and I was just in agony.
Yeah.
And it's harder than Doom 2016. I really am enjoying Doom Eternal. But that game takes so much concentration. When I go to sit down and play it, I'm like, you know what? I'll play Animal Crossing.
It's like the case is sitting on top of my PS4 in my room, and I'm like, I want to go play it so bad, but it hurts. Like it really, literally hurts my hands.
Wow.
But like I'm starting to get that function back. My elbows are still killing me, and my back and my neck still hurt. But I would be in such a bad spot without Animal Crossing, and I think a lot of people around the world are in the same boat. Yeah. I think this game is saving people's sanity.
And Tiger King.
And Tiger King. Yes.
Now you got to go back and listen to that podcast.
What podcast?
There's a podcast called that's about Joe Exotic.
What's it called?
I want to say it was done by the same people that did Dr. Death.
Well, Nick, you need to actually watch the documentary. I mean, it's one thing to listen to it.
Eventually.
But to actually see they have so much footage, it's like shocking.
Yeah.
Like everything. It's like crazy. And I'm so glad that he's a narcissist and wanted to be.
And wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, I love it.
That's why they know so much about him.
Yeah, and just like...
Wait, did Wondery make it?
It's Wondery, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's called Joe Exotic.
Huh. I might listen to that.
It's the same like team as that did Dirty John and Dr. Death, I think. Definitely the same team as Dirty John.
Yeah.
Wait, is this it? Because this is like this year.
Yeah, it came out. No, it came out not long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we've been watching we watched The Mandalorian. We watched the whole first season.
Oh, what'd you think of Mandalorian?
I think it's the best Star Wars related content I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
Great.
It's great.
Not even a Star Wars.
And
I thoroughly enjoyed The Mandalorian.
It 150% did not need to be a Star Wars property.
Nope.
But that being said, I'm glad it was.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things like the bounty hunter culture, like having the Mandalores, like seeing that it's a religion. It's not. They're not just mercenaries. Seeing, like friggin' Baby Yoda, of course. Like,
yeah.
Seeing Werner Herzog. Like, ever since we watched it, I've been walking around doing a Werner Herzog impersonation in front of my wife, and she's getting very tired of it.
Yeah.
And that little Easter egg right there at the end of the first season was awesome. So
apparently, I'm going to have to watch all of Clone Wars, because that's going to start coming into The Mandalorian Season 2, apparently. Which
Clone Wars were before the original trilogy.
No. The Clone Wars cartoon that's on Disney Plus, not the movie.
No. Yeah, but they're about the time before the trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're gonna have.
Isn't it Star Wars Rebels you're talking about?
Maybe I'm talking about Rebels. I might be talking about Rebels, but I was pretty sure there's somebody from Clone Wars that's gonna be on the next season of Mandalorian.
Isn't Mandalorian right after the 4th or 6th?
It's right 66? After Return. It's right after Jedi, yeah.
Oh, it's after Jedi, that's right.
Yeah, the Empire's dead. Or dead.
Dead.
I forgot. I think it was 10 years after. I don't remember, but I loved it, and I love Jon Favreau so much for putting the details in, and I think that's what makes a property great. Like, thinking about... Yeah, comparing like The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings, the reason that the Lord of the Rings was great was because there was details there that they lingered on and they respected. And in The Hobbit, they were like rushing you through everything, all these important things, and making you focus on things that seemed kind of weird. But the only reason I watched the live action Lion King was it was directed by Jon Favreau. And I was like, Because the live action Jungle Book is fantastic, by
Book.
the way. Live action Jungle Book is great.
Book. I thought he did Lion King too. I thought it was.
He also did Lion King. Yeah, he did Lion King.
We haven't watched it yet.
Right before. It's okay. It's not. It's not the worst thing I've ever watched, but I mean, the original Lion King is just such a great movie. It's hard to have anything that'll compare to it. But man, the Jungle Book is so good. That's one of my favorite.
More on that point of like what Favreau's like comparing it to The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Like the Lord of the Rings feels like a fan film with a budget, like a love letter to the source material, and that's what The Mandalorian feels like.
Yeah.
Like Lucas could have never made something like this because he's not a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
You know, it's his brainchild. Like the very last episode, which was directed by Taika Waititi. That was the best episode in the freaking season.
Yeah.
And then you had like the thing that I loved the most about it was seeing like, okay, it's the fall of the Empire. The Empire's fallen. All the dirty stormtroopers, like their armor is old and busted up, like stained because, you know, they're not a part of the Empire, so they're not clean anymore.
Yeah.
And then seeing that joke of the stormtroopers can't shoot.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was great.
And one of them was Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Like, it's so great to see like people that are one generation ahead of us, but to see them treat this material like a fan is awesome.
And it's like they get it. You know, like watching the new Star Wars films, you're like, oh, okay. I mean, and you don't necessarily want Star Wars to stay like the originals, but it feels like Jon Favreau understood the timeline he was in, made the characters interesting. He got the feel of Star Wars more than Rogue One did, in my opinion.
And I love Rogue One.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and it was kind of there in Rogue One, but I feel like he hit it more, the nail on the head more with what he did with it, and just making a really compelling character where you don't see their faces.
Can I just say though, real quick? I love this Animal Crossing streamer.
It's great.
We always have to have a diversion.
That's true.
We've had like 5, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Talking about Tiger King, coronavirus, other things.
The other stuff and food. We always talk about food, though.
I can't wait. I gave up fast food for Lent, and it's only 1 week to go.
Wow, you're surviving, huh?
Yeah.
I'm eating ramen. Did I send y'all the picture of the ramen I made the other day?
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, good.
I looked
with the
good.
Homemade pork meatballs and.
Yup.
Man, I might make that for dinner tonight.
My foot was scatty. I finally found some ground meat because apparently that's something people need for quarantine is ground meat.
Oh,
I found some this week, so I'm gonna make some spaghetti.
We've just been getting packets of chicken and freezing it and then using it whenever we put it in the slow cooker and everything. And we use ground turkey, actually. We don't use ground meat.
Yeah. I'm doing chicken and sausage jambalaya tonight.
Ooh. Send us pictures of jambalaya. Man.
It didn't happen?
What?
The pictures there didn't happen?
Yeah.
No, it's happening because like we're out of food. Like we're out of food in the fridge, and I'm tired of eating junk. Like we had fajitas all week. I made chicken fajitas last week.
Oof.
So those ran dry yesterday or day before yesterday.
You use sour cream on those?
Sour cream, guacamole, shredded cheese, peppers and onions with lime juice.
What's your
chili
protein?
Huh?
What's your protein on that? Are you just doing chicken or?
It was lime and chili marinated chicken breast.
Ooh, man, the best.
And then
go ahead.
I squeezed the limes. I squeezed the limes in there, and then like I kept the rinds and everything in the container when I stored it. And then every time I heated it up for like our consumption, I put one of the limes in the microwave with it. So like that juice, that scent would come off of it and hit the chicken again.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. The best marinade I've ever had was somebody putting an entire jalapeno in the marinade. And I don't like jalapenos, and it is fantastic. Just putting a whole one. Don't chop it up. Don't do anything. Maybe grill it a little bit, but even then, it was just a whole jalapeno, and I think it was also bell peppers. They had whole jalapenos and chopped bell peppers, and just sat it in a vat with this chicken leg. In Llano, Texas. Llano, that's it. Love Llano. I used to go through there all the time.
I did I marinated them in like chipotle peppers and lime juice and like a salt brine. Because like I don't like reheating chicken breasts because it dries out.
Yeah.
So like I tried to keep it as as juicy as I could, and then there was always a process of like reheating it with added moisture or like putting the sauce on it or like something on it to keep it damp.
Yeah.
And it worked out. They're really good.
Last weekend I went to Appaloosa specifically to get Mama's fried chicken. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I went to go to a boudin place because I just want to try local boudin just to see like who has what and if it's good or not. It was awful. Don't go. I don't want to say the name of the place, but there was a place in Thibodaux.
In Thibodaux?
Yeah. No.
Appaloosas?
Sorry, in Appaloosa.
Was it the one close to I-49?
Way far apart.
Place by saying that, but place in Appaloosa. They have very dry, hot, spicy as heck boudin.
Yeah.
But
there's a Billy's in Appaloosas.
Yeah,
that's the original. That's the original.
They're considering it, but wanted to try different places to see if it was good or not. But it looked kind of a convenience store on the inside. It had a huge jar, like that big, of Jack Miller sauce.
Ooh!
That was so tempting to buy that.
Heartburn.
Oh, yeah.
I love Jack Miller's, man. I miss Jack Miller's.
I look at it and get heartburn. Casey's got a little bottle in the fridge, and I'm like, ugh.
The main thing I use it for is, like, if I ever make burgers,
it's
definitely for sausage roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need it for. Oh, my gosh.
That's the only thing in Louisiana you can base barbecue chicken with.
Mm-hmm.
you put a little saucepan on the barbecue pit.
Yeah.
And like a cup of vegetable oil, and you mix it, and that's what you base the chicken.
Yep. So good.
It's the law. It's in our Constitution.
Yeah.
Midland Burgers. Yeah. Oh, Midland Burgers. Jack Daniels.
Miller's has the taste.
Oh, man. God,
that commercial.
It might have been 5 years, because that's how long I've been living in Austin, since I've had Jack Miller's. It's been a long time.
You know they have them at Texas.
Hey, David, shut up. Yeah, I need to get that.
There's Cajun Blast, that basic sauce that's in like a squirt bottle?
Yeah.
Ew.
You know what that is?
What?
Whenever you have, like, when you see a jar of Jack Miller's, that oil that rises to the top?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Cajun Blast is.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that sounds slightly unhealthy.
But it's delicious.
Yeah. Nothing delicious is healthy.
Right. Yeah, we ate bacon this morning.
Man.
I made Casey a bacon, egg, and cheese Asiago bagel sandwich.
Ooh. Man, I need to go to your house at some point in the far future.
I ate bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast quesadillas with hot sauce.
I found our favorite breakfast taco place has my favorite taco from them is potato, egg, and cheese and bacon. That is unbelievable.
I used to work with a guy he was from Monterrey, Mexico, and he would make these little breakfast tacos with that dried carne beef.
Yeah.
It's kind of, remember that fake chew?
Yeah.
That we had when we were kids?
No, they have that here in Texas. Yeah.
It's like that, but it's bigger. And then he would just cook little tiny cubed potatoes with cheese and hot sauce.
Unbelievable.
And that was our breakfast tacos. Ooh. And he would cook like 15 of them.
Oh, man.
They're so good.
Taco Bell's a pretty good spicy potato taco. I miss fast food.
Man, I'm so hungry. I didn't eat lunch yet.
I gotta go cook my ramen.
Oh.
I'm hungry.
so much wine, I don't even know what to do with myself anyway.
Probably cry.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I drink wine. Just cry.
Very nice.
Actually, I don't like wine that much. I'm not a whiner.
Big
I
to
only
do.
use wine to cook.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Sound like Jay Leno.
Yeah. Oh, great.
yeah.
Here, I guess. Let's talk about cars. Oh look, Phil's Ice
Hey,
House
dude,
gave
I
me a
like Jay
sticker.
Leno's garage.
Yeah. Phil's Ice House gave me a sticker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for standing outside and handing me their order. David got to try Phil's Ice House when he was here finally. Really good, like, that
Yeah,
aren't
man, like
fancy.
an ice cream shop.
Oh, yeah, Amy's is right next to it. Oh, man.
Really nice.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah,
I
we
wanted,
did
after eating all that food and climbing up random rocks, I wanted to go back to Austin so much more since then. That was a fun trip.
that. Well, yeah, we actually... Well, we did all the touristy stuff already, so we're just, like, doing all the
Yeah.
inside.
I'm
I live there. I don't need to be.
I'm still planning around September.
Still?
On what the country does.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Maybe. Or maybe even coming out sometime this summer if Leah is up for it.
We'll see.
Man, I'm looking at my daughter's Blu-ray selection. God, she's so spoiled.
What does she have?
Like, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Where the Wild Things Are, The Last Unicorn, Wizard of Oz, Never Ending Story,
Dang.
Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
How's
Zootopia.
Ralph's Break the Internet? How's that one? I haven't watched that one.
It's really good. It's not as good as the first one, but it's really good.
Mm.
There's a lot of meme stuff in it that's,
Well,
Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm hungry, guys.
I'm starving to death right now. Can we end this podcast already so I can go
for a
eat?
walk and see how well I can stay upright.
Great.
Goof? We got a goof?
Goof. I realized that I never really come up with goof topics. It's always David. Yeah. I haven't done a goof topic in so long. Goof topic.
Favorite Easter candy. Go.
It's recent. We did this already.
It's gonna be the same as Halloween because it's the freaking Reese's eggs.
Yeah, Reese's
Yeah,
eggs. I got 3 of them in my
great.
closet right now.
And if
Hiding.
you ask me for Christmas, it's gonna be the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And it's the never-ending cycle. Those
Well,
are the best.
to me, it's like, it's how many Reese's eggs do you get? You know, I always get the big pack. I can't just get one
Like
or
the
two.
It's like a 8 or 12 pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about that 4-pack sleeve. I'm talking about that 8-pack. And when I run out, I replenish
We get
it.
the bag, son.
No.
The minis are the full size because they have a bag with just the minis and they have a bag with the full size.
Mm.
Okay, I have a question. Easter, what's y'all's like Easter tradition? Like food-wise, like because it was always in our family, it was boiled crawfish or fried fish for Good Friday, and barbecue for Easter Sunday.
I don't remember us eating like anything crazy for Good Friday. We usually eat pretty.
Yeah, we eat like fish sticks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a regiment of y'all.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah,
know,
I love fish
platoon
stick
in there.
sandwiches. Oh, man. Get
Yeah,
4 of them.
we
Wow,
ham on
perfect.
Good Friday. Easter, I don't know. We don't really have an Easter food per se. We just get together and do like an egg finding
Oh, yeah, we used to do that. Yeah, the egg
with the
thing.
younger
And
kids, and then we have like prizes, which are usually like a toy or some candy.
I want to say...
Food? I don't remember us doing this.
I want to say it was etouffee, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, we do etouffee all the time, so that
But
can't
that,
be...
that would probably be a Good Friday dish, though.
Etouffee is like our get together. Well, we don't.
We don't
Good
do
Friday,
anything
we
for Good
usually
Friday.
don't,
Yeah.
eat anything fancy. We try to like live in the spirit of Good Friday by not doing anything big.
See, we weren't Catholic, so
Yeah.
it was just another excuse to get together.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
my grandpa
think
would fry fish, or we would boil crawfish.
for us it was more like a potluck or whatever. Whoever brought whatever food, that's what we would eat on Easter. It was
Usually
like-
deviled eggs. I remember us. We usually have deviled eggs on Easter. I don't know.
That's
if
because you had 70 freaking boiled eggs in the house.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember...
I always dyed eggs at our house. I don't know about you, but I always dyed eggs.
Yes, I remember that. I need to bring something up very pressing that has nothing to do. Okay, so I tried to make deviled eggs.
Mm.
And I think I don't know if it's the brand or if it's my taste buds, But I don't think I like Blue Plate anymore.
You're crazy.
No, Hellman's only.
No, we're a Blue Plate family. All right, Nick, get out of this conversation.
No,
I need to talk to David here. I've been trying it, and there's something like with maybe the acidity or something. I don't know.
Have you had just like a regular freaking ham sandwich with Blue Plate?
Yeah, well, yeah, I had my Thanksgiving sandwiches, tasted okay, but I've been using the plastic squeeze bottles, though.
Oh, well, those aren't as... Well, I guess they're about the same.
But but the deviled eggs were good. My wife does not like mayonnaise. She hates mayonnaise. So I don't know.
Can I have an opinion?
No, Nick.
Blue Plate is too tangy.
What do you go to change the color of your leaf?
Whenever you do the construction, that's when you change the color of your leaf.
Yeah, but I don't about my home, and then what do you press?
Whenever you talk to Tom about expanding your home, that's when you change the color of your leaf.
Okay.
This is what I have to deal with all day. Not like, Daddy, I love you, or Daddy, can I have a snack? Daddy, what do I do in Animal Crossing?
You're definitely the mayor of that town.
Blue roof all day.
Yeah.
Mine's black. My wife's is blue, and my daughter's is teal.
Mine's red. I went with red. I started green, but I like the outside of the red one better. So I'm glad I went red.
In summation, Jamal, Blue Plate's still good. I think your taste buds have changed.
Maybe it's the way it's made over here or something.
Do you mix mustard in it whenever you do deviled egg?
Yeah, we follow a recipe online, actually, like the traditional deviled egg recipe.
Would you like mine?
Yes, please. Absolutely.
Do you like relish?
Yeah,
or no relish?
It's been a minute though.
Yeah,
it's better without relish. But like, if I'm gonna do some with relish, like you can just sprinkle the relish on the top of the egg.
Yeah.
David's dying because he doesn't like relish.
Oh, we did this paprika.
David's having an existential crisis about deviled eggs.
Well, tell me your recipe.
Like, it depends on like if you're gonna do a dozen, which like base, like do a dozen.
Yes.
Boil a dozen eggs. The better way to do it is to get an 18 count.
Okay.
And boil all those.
All right.
And then you're gonna want some of that filling left. For egg salad sandwiches.
All right.
So, like when you cut and separate your yolks, do 1 measured flat cup of mayo, half a cup measured of mustard, or no, quarter cup, like a quarter cup.
Okay.
Like one quarter of your mayo count.
Would you use regular yellow mustard? You know,
regular yellow mustard. We're switching to Heinz mustard.
Okay.
Because French's got kind of sour.
Okay.
And then like if you have it in your house, a splash, like maybe a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar.
We have
that. Rice vinegar.
Yeah, that's what we use in ours.
And smoked paprika. Don't mix it up. Don't put it in a bowl. Put it straight into a Ziploc bag.
All right.
Like a quart, 1 quart Ziploc bag, and then mush it together.
Okay.
Like turn it into a paste in the bag. Cut the corner.
Yeah.
Shoot your eggs, and then dust it with more
paprika.
Dust it with more paprika and black pepper, no salt.
Oh.
And if you want relish, just put relish on top.
We put bacon bits in ours.
That also could throw off your tasting too. Like if you have a more hearty or a more beefy, like a more meaty bacon, as opposed to a more fatty bacon, that could throw off your flavor.
I'm going to tell you, that sounds amazing. But the best deviled eggs I've ever had is a place here called The League, believe it or not. Not the TV show, but there's a restaurant here. And they serve American food. That's like their thing. And they had salmon deviled eggs with like a small, tiny, like looks like a toothpick of salmon on top of it. Unbelievable. Probably the best I've ever had.
I'd mess with that.
Yeah.
It'd probably be pretty good with like caviar.
Yeah, like a fishy, something to balance out the mustard in there a little bit. I bet I've never tried it with just fish.
Did y'all know that shoe pick? The fish around here, shoe pick?
No.
It's like this weird, snaky, ugly fish that nobody likes, but their eggs are turning into like gourmet caviar.
Oh.
Yeah.
You better go invest in a fish farm then.
Whenever I was a kid, they were just trash fish and we threw them back.
I like crawfish.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, crawfish was
Cajun ingenuity.
I mean,
I remember my grandpa was like, when I was like 7 or 8, complaining about $15 a sack for crawfish. Now I won't buy crawfish unless it's $35 a sack.
Wow.
And that's like rock bottom prices.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get the small ones, and you
and you're late in the season, so the show
Yeah.
My
food talk, dude. I'm so hungry.
Well, I just want to say my view of caviar is from Ren and Stimpy when they grab a fish and just squeeze it, and it makes this horrified face, and fish eggs come out of it. So that's why I've never liked. And I've tried caviar, and it's gross, and I hated it. It was the worst thing that's ever happened.
Some of it's good.
Well, I got it out of one of those glass bottle things.
That's too salty.
Yeah.
The only fancy food I really like legitimately, is a good steak or any kind of
fancy.
beef. Well, like like a different cut.
Like Wagyu beef or Kobe beef or
like filet mignon or whatever.
Oh yeah,
fancy cut.
So you've never had like foie gras and stuff?
Nope.
Or veal?
Good question.
Never had veal?
I've had veal.
I've had veal. And I
I
like
wouldn't
veal.
say it's better than like filet mignon.
What's the one with the bacon around it? What's that one called?
Bacon.
No. The circular one that has bacon around it?
That's a tenderloin.
No, but what is that called? There's
a fillet.
Bacon wrap.
Yeah, filet mignon. Is that filet mignon? Man, that is one of my favorite things. I was saying...
If you look at it like a T-bone or a porterhouse...
Yeah.
Like when you have that bone, like this is the bone.
Yeah.
And then like you have the big long piece.
Yeah, above
that's a New York strip.
Yeah.
The small chunk on the bottom is the filet mignon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you pay like $27, $28 a pound for filet mignon, you can pay like $12 a pound for a porterhouse or T-bone and get the same meat.
Yeah, Jamal.
All right. I just like the bacon and the meat added together. It's really good. I used to, it's one of my favorite things. All right, well, let's go eat. I'm hungry, and I guess we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. David, where's your saying at, dog?
What?
Where's your saying?
I just said it.
What did you say?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Who coined the better knuck next time? Was that something that...
I think that was...
I think that's something I might have accidentally said.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was good.
Anyway, better knuck next time.
Yeah.
Better knuck next year.
Stay safe.
Eat all your vitamins.
Don't get caught by snakes when you're egg hunting.
That's a good point.
Avoid tarantulas.
Yes.
They'll bite your feet and you'll wake up in front of your front door.
Yeah. Don't tell them what they did to you.